The beginning of my Dark Souls 1 review was a skit I stole from Red Letter Media where they were making fun of Rogue One, which was a Star Wars movie that fell over itself trying to pander to Star Wars fans by including as much of the recognizable Star Wars iconography as possible, while delivering not much of worth in the way of new characters or iconography. I had originally planned that skit to be the intro to this video, making fun of all the nods Dark Souls 3 makes to Dark Souls 1. Not that I dislike those nods, I just really wanted to do that Red Letter Media skit. But it became obvious to me that there weren't actually enough things that Dark Souls 3 references to fill up the script. Point being that Dark Souls 3 isn't as pandering as I realized, and I never had a problem with the pandering to begin with, so that's good. And so is Dark Souls 3. It's good. I like it. It takes the speed of Bloodborne back to the Dark Souls setting to make fast souls, and it's fun, and you feel like a more powerful being. Fast rolling with heavy armor is way easier, and I'm pretty sure the fact that you're unkindled instead of some random undead guy is the lore reason for why that is. They got the best graphics, the coolest worlds, the nicest rocks. Archdragon Peak is very nice, I like the blue. I'm finding it hard to talk about this game because I had this idea in my head that it wasn't actually that great, but I've been thoroughly enjoying myself playing it over again. I really like how the item shop is now all in one place, and you unlock new items by finding the ash of various people around the world, instead of having to remember where all the different merchants are and traveling to them and all that sort of shit. I really like how Andre is the one-stop shop for weapon enhancements too. The whole Firelink Shrine is a very nice, convenient, streamlined environment, which is good because you have to return there every time you want to level up. And the fact that Firelink is so nice and convenient means that returning to the Firekeeper to level up, as opposed to leveling up at bonfires, doesn't even feel that bad, even though I feel like it should. And another thing that feels like it should annoy me is the linearity of the progression through the game. At the beginning, there's only really one path you can go down, and deviating from that path requires that you beat a really difficult boss at a low level, something that most people won't even think of attempting. I touched on this in my Demon's Souls review, where I said that the warping in Demon's Souls worked well because the game was designed around it. Each area was distinct because they were made to be separate. But in Dark Souls 3, you can run from the very first bonfire to the very last. The whole game is connected, just like Dark Souls 1, but it isn't cleverly designed to loop back around on itself. It's more like a tree branch than a series of loops, like the cycle of linking the fire, going round and round in circles. Very thematic, very cool. Though, thinking about that makes me wonder if Dark Souls 3 is deliberately not built as a series of loops. It is supposed to be the end of the Dark Souls trilogy, to supposedly end the cycle. Maybe the levels are less loopy and more linear for thematic purposes? I couldn't say with confidence, but the possibility is there, but generally it doesn't matter. The way that the world is connected in Dark Souls 1 is way more impressive, so on a base level I still prefer that. And yet, I can totally overlook the lack of a more richly interconnected world in Dark Souls 3 because the game is just so fucking beautiful and perfect that I don't care. I've heard that people think of Dark Souls 3 as the greatest hits of the franchise, borrowing the best elements from all the games to make a wonderful culmination of everything, and I'd mostly agree. It's a swan song of the Dark Demon Blood franchise. The world design, the game mechanics, the animations, the bosses, the lore, everything is lovingly crafted and polished to be a fitting and satisfying end to the series. If they ever make Dark Souls 4, it'll be too soon. I can't wait to see what they make next. These guys know how to create stuff. I really love stuff, and I love what these guys make. From Software, Miyazaki, please continue to be good boys. Because you got a pretty good track record, and I love it. I love all the stuff you do. I will be excited to see what you do next. Gosh dang. And that's the end of Do You Know It's Dark Demon Blood Month, bro? You knew it. If you want, you can check out the streams I did of the Souls games on twitch.tv/giveandtake. I streamed all the games to get footage for these videos, and that's a good reason for you to plug my Twitch channel. Go fucking look at that. I also upload the streams in full on youtube.com/givengaming if you miss them, so there's that. And yeah, this whole series of videos was an experiment to make videos fast, instead of taking 9 months to make nothing. So, if you liked it, please show support by pledging to my Patreon to help me live and stuff. Thank you very much. I don't know why I'm here still, I'm just this is sort of one of those times where you're just like, at the end of the video, just sort of fucking around. Oh, I got a Twitter. Go to my Twitter, @the Hippocrit. Yeah, let's just plug some shit. Go to my Twitter, Go... just go.